Good morning, everyone. It's Ann Varillo here with StampWithAnn.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. How is everyone today? It's Monday, September 8th. I haven't been live since the end of August, actually. I had to take another week off, celebrating Labor Day and the beginning of September. Up here in central New York or upstate New York, our summers don't last long. So I have to take advantage of all the sunshine that I can get. It is now cooled down. Let's see, what's the temperature today? It's 60. And it's a nice kind of warm up for fall, which I'm not ready for, but I do love the fall season. It's beautiful and all the leaves change and it's become sweater weather, which is always fun. So anyways, hi Joan from Washington. I'm so glad to be back. I like to take a little time off on my crafting, but I got up here and started crafting this late last week and came up with a stamp set that I haven't used. It was on the July online exclusive, so I'm featuring that this week and I'll share it with you in just a moment for my weekly card class kit to go. Now there's information down below in the description. You can get my weekly card class to go with the $45 online purchase, and there's all the information down below. Hello, Claudia. So anyways, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, yes. Let's see. Oh, my Craft and Create Club. So if you're not familiar with my Craft and Create Club, it's a subscription-based club, and you get enough supplies to make 8 projects shipped directly to your door. And I include a goodie package that has designer series paper, embellishments, ribbon, everything you need to design the cards and make more of them as well. So that is monthly. This month I'm featuring the spooky Halloween bundle, and I had so much fun with it. It's just so cute. But anyways, you have until the 19th of this month, September, to sign up if you want to participate. And I'm going to share those cards with you now. Joan, 77 and partly cloudy. Why? Washington, you've been getting some warm weather. Anyways, there was one other thing. Oh, I know what else I wanted to tell you guys. Down below is a link to subscribe to my email. Now, starting October, I think it's October 30th, October 31st, I am launching our 12 days of Christmas. So every day for 12 days, you'll get a PDF tutorial on a bunch of different designs of Christmas cards. So you'll want to make sure you are subscribed to my email list to get those PDF tutorials, because I'm not posting them anywhere else. They'll only be sent out to my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed now, make sure you subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and then hit the little bell icon so you get notifications of when I go live or post new videos. And same thing for my Facebook page. If you're watching me on Facebook and you aren't following me, go ahead and give me a follow. And as always, guys, I appreciate likes, shares, and leave me a comment if you're watching the replay, because I love to go back and read all the comments. Okay, so now, let's get started. I'm going to pop us down to my craft table. Okay, real quick, I just want to share with you the cards for the Craft and Create Club. So this is the first one, Happy Halloween. This is the second one, Spooky. This is the this is a little cute little fun fold. Isn't that cute? I love how that comes together. And then my favorite of all is this little treat bag. So you're going to get these little cellophane iridescent treat bags in there, not with the candy. I can't mail the candy. At least it might melt. But anyways, but it's so cute, right? I just love how these came out together. There is information down below that you can click to get more information about my Craft and Create Club, and also a link to sign up for it. Okay, so this is the stamp set. Rustic Centerpiece. Now, this was on the July online exclusives. It's $25. I wish it had dies to go with it, but listen. Hi, Susan. Oh, Sacramento, California. I'm originally from California, but Huntington Beach. Anyways, um, I would have loved dies to die cut these, but listen. And Joan, I know you don't mind fussy cutting. I did some practice on my fussy cutting. So I'm probably going to do a tips video on fussy cutting because a lot of people don't like it. I'm not a fan, but practice makes perfect. So so I like to fussy cut. Anyways, so I just love the design of these, and it's very rustic. And I thought it was great for fall, Christmas, and just kind of in general, thank you notes or happy birthday with this one. I thought that was cute. So that's the stamp set we're using. Now let me show you the cards that I designed for this week's card class kit to go. This is the one we're going to make today. I'm keeping it pretty simple. I did a lot of coloring, so if you don't like coloring, you probably won't like this because I used lots of Stampin' Blends. I didn't use my watercolor pencils. I was going to, but then, I don't know, I just got carried away with my Stampin' Blends. So, so I did this one. Here's the inside. You are seriously the best. And this was from the, what stamp set was that? Oh, Textured Notes. Stamp set. So this is, I use that for the sentiments. Okay, this is the one we're going to do today. I love this one. This is the one that I fussy cut out. I did an okay job, but isn't it pretty? I love it. I use the Country Woods Designer Series paper, and then Grateful, It's Finally Fall. Hello, Grateful, It's Finally Fall. So I thought this was a good fall one. Hi, Debbie. You're not as good as fussy cutting. I know. It takes practice. It really does. And, you know, I'm a stamper from way back when, like the early 90s. We didn't have cut and emboss machines. So we had to fussy cut. So once we got die cutting machines, though, game over, right? Anyways, so I loved how this kind of turned out. I've got the apples. I used a bunch of different Stampin' Blends. So we're going to make that one Wednesday. And this is one of my favorites, too. I love this one. It's a cute little Christmas card, fun fold. I used the new Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper, and I think I used one of the new stamp sets for the sentiments as well. But I love the little deer, and I love this stuff. This is just so cute. Okay, so that one we're going to do Friday because it's Fun Fold Friday. What set are the little apples? Okay, the little apples. Good question, Susan. This is from the, and so is the sentiment. Let me see. I have it here. Oh, More Than Autumn stamp set. Now that's an older stamp set. It's still in the catalog. I think it was a carryover. Thank you, Claudia. I think it was a carryover, but in fact, if you go to my blog too, I used the More Than Autumn stamp set to create a fall card for our blog hop. And if you haven't popped over to my blog yet to look at that blog hop, if you leave a comment, and I forget what gift we're giving away, but you get entered to win a gift. But I made another fall card with the More Than Autumn stamp set because that is one of my favorites. I won't be departing with that one. So anyways, that's that. Okay, let's get started. Thanks. Yeah, this, when you get your kit, you're going to get everything, you know, die cut. I use the Textured Notes dies here. This is Mossy Meadow cardstock that you can layer on that. This is our, I think this is the Regals, I think it's Regals, Designer Series paper, the 6x6. So you'll get that already in your kit. And then Pecan Pie, a basic white panel for the inside. and a little strip of the designer series paper to decorate the inside in with as well. So let's start. I'm using basic white. I probably should have used thick basic white, but I didn't. Yes, Susan, check it out. I just used regular basic white. So I'm just going to layer these things right now. Let's put this down in my view so you can see it better. And guess what? I opened up a new glue. So I better be careful. Might come out too quick. And the other thing I was going to tell you guys too is, again, if you're not subscribed to my email list, subscribe, because I'm going to announce a Christmas Stamp Stack. So it's where we're going to make 20 Christmas cards. There's 5 different designs, so you're going to make 4 of each design. So I'm getting ready to announce that pretty soon. So I'm just going to layer this right here. I'm using my glue because you can kind of move it around a little bit if you need to. And that's kind of why I use it. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and attach this right here. Here's my glue. Hi, Hilda. Where are you watching from, Hilda? I'm in central New York, or upstate New York, just outside of Syracuse. And how about that football this weekend, huh? I'm not a Bills fan, but the Bills, they pulled it off. Surprising. I'm a Giants fan. But it's kind of fun when football season starts. I like it. Okay, so that's our base. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping and some coloring. So again, this was the Textured Notes dies. Oops, no, I don't want to stamp it in green. Oh, you know what? I have to get the stamp out. Which one did I use? I used this one. Okay, let me put that on a block. I think this block is big enough. Yep. Oh, you're in Utica. Oh, nice. Well, welcome. My daughter-in-law's family is from Dolgeville. So it's up in that area too. So I'm just taking my tuxedo black ink, and I just want to make sure I get enough ink on here. I'll put that away. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. Just right here in the center. There we go. I'll clean that stamp off. Now, for this card, I'll show you what I did. Oh, I can use this one. What I do is I kind of just lay out. I use this for the, I used these colors for this card. See, I wanted to, you can see Petal Pink in here, Daffodil Delight for the little flame. So what I do is I put down the light and the dark Stampin' Blend colors so I can kind of see what I want to pick when I'm doing this. So I'm using Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, a little bit of Crumb Cake, and then Pecan Pie. So I've got all my things here. So let's start. Now I'm going to pop my glasses on. It's easier for me to see. How do you guys like these glasses? These are my Pair eyewear glasses, so you can change the frames. Debbie knows all about these, don't you, Debbie? She's got way more frames than I do. They're called toppers, basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with the light Old Olive. Now, some people like to start with the dark first on the inside, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use my light first, and then I'll come back in with my dark color. So we're just going to start. And you know, I didn't know if that's supposed to be green, because these are those, what do you call these? Help me out. Uh, what are they called? I forget. Um, so I'm just going to come in here lightly with my light old olive first. Oh, come on. There's certain kind of plant. Forget what they call them. Now I'm using the bullet point thing on here. Because these are very, very narrow, small images. So that's why I use that. And then I'm just going to kind of color this down. And then I'll do the next one. Oh, this is going to bug me because I want to know what these are called. Now I'm going to come in with my dark. And the reason I love this stamp set too is because it kind of gives you where you're supposed to shade it. So like these little tick marks, just adding a little bit of that dark old olive there. And I'm going to come up here, do the same. Just to add a little bit of dimension to it. I'll do the same in the middle here, just to get a little bit of color. All right. Usually when you're using your Stampin' Blends, you want to color in sections because that way when you come back with your dark color, you can move that color around a little bit. And I'm just gonna, don't even have to do much there. Okay, so that's that one. Now let's do I switched it up and I used Mossy Meadow for this other one. So I'm gonna go in again with my light. Just gonna color these up. Now Mossy Meadow is a bit darker. So just beware of that. You can do it all in old olive if you wanted to, but I thought I would just change it up ever so slightly. And I love coloring. I think it's so relaxing. I was a big color book girl when I was little. I had all kinds of coloring books. I'm going to come in here, and again, I'm just going to use those little shaded marks to add a little bit of the dark Mossy Meadow. Now you're going to see as this dries, you'll see that it lightens up. Let me come in here though. I got a few little spots. I don't like white showing. Okay. All right, there. Now here is where I used, oh, did I not pull my crumb cake out? I didn't. Let me grab it. Here we go. This is where I used a little bit of the crumb cake right in here. You could probably use some of your green in here, but I wanted to use a little bit of that crumb cake. So now all we're going to do is our pecan pie. I'm coming in again with light pecan pie. And I'm just going to color these rustic planters. You could use your big tip brush, I guess, if you wanted to on this. what do they call it? Um, Boy, I'm not thinking about things today. Then I'm going to color this one. Now I've got a couple of my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends who used, they used the watercolor pencils, which I thought was really good too. So if you have the watercolor pencils and you don't have Stampin' Blends, you could always use those. So now I'm just going to come in here and do the same thing. I'm just kind of highlighting those marks that are on here just to give it a little bit of dimension and shading. Come up here a little bit, down here. And you'll see as that ink dries, kind of lightens up a little. Let me hold that up for you. See how that adds just a little bit more to it. So it's pretty, right? Okay, let's do some stamping now. Got to do our sentiments. So I just made this pretty simple. I stamped the sentiment right up here at the top. Thank you. And again, this is from the Textured Notes Stamp Set. Oh, oops. Well, I want to make sure that's straight. How did I do this? Okay, let's make sure. There we go. Let me clean that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the same color ink, which is Old Olive. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. This is you are seriously the best. Blah, I can talk today. So we're going to stamp it right on here. Again, this is from the Textured Note dies. Make sure I get enough ink on there. Oh, good, Susan. It's on your to-buy list. That's awesome. You know, I thought it was a very simple set, but I really like it. I just love that rustic kind of look with it. So there's that. I always try to keep Monday kind of an easier card, you know, when you're starting and you've got the whole week ahead of you. So Mondays I usually do pretty simple. And then Fridays I try always to do a fun fold. Okay, now we're just about ready to put this all together. Let's do the inside. Don't tell anybody, but I turned on the heater in my stamp room today. Ha, my husband's gonna kill me. But it was cold. I got into the habit of always kind of using a strip of the Designer Series paper to carry over into my inside card. So I always do that. So let's go ahead and put this on the inside. We have to do our bow and our embellishment, and after that we'll be done. Okay. Just pop that down in here. Now when you place an order to get the kit, I know a lot of people for their online card class, they don't give the envelopes. I include the envelopes. So you get enough supplies to make 6 cards. put this down. Now we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. So as soon as I glue this down. Okay. Just pop that right on there. Make sure I got it even. Move it around just a smidgen. And we'll go ahead and pop these up. There we go. Where's my trash can? Gotta have my trash can. And honestly, these really are easy things to fussy cut. So if you want to fussy cut some of them out, go for it. Because they are pretty easy. Okay, I'm doing that. And then I've got this new ribbon. Nah, I didn't write what it goes with. This is Mossy Meadow and Gold. And then I have these, and I think these are still available. The tiny bee trinkets. So I use those for this. I thought that was cute. Okay, let's go ahead and tie this bow. Oops. No, I need it to be like this. Oh, my big, thick hands. Okay, so what I do is I just kind of resize these by pulling and then tightening it again, and just kind of pulling, tightening it again, till I get the size I want. This one's still a little too big on this side. Okay, now we can cut it off. Okay. Just gonna snip these ends. Hopefully I'll get them good and even. This one's a little too long. And I'll shorten that one up a little bit now. Okay. And I just want to put it right here with a little glue dot. I just put that little glue dot on there. I'm gonna put it right over here. Or you could put it up a little bit more so it's not quite all over your thing. There we go. Now my trinkets. See if I can get these open. They're kind of hard. I had this problem yesterday. I was using them for another card. Wait, let's see. Ugh. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to open this and they're going to all go flying. Oh boy. Come on. Oh, that was a mistake. I can't open them. Oh, here, wait. Let me try my tweezers. Oops. There we go. Don't use your fingernails. I just broke mine. Okay, so we're going to use 3 of these. So I'm just going to pull them out and pop them on here. I put them on with the liquid glue. So all I do, you could probably use a small mini glue dot. Now this is a new glue, so I got to be really careful not to get too much out there. I'm going to put 2 down here. Oh, that's kind of a lot. There. So you can barely see those little dots. And then all I do is take my Take your pick tool, pick it up, put it down there, hold it for a second or so that it dries. Just put one over here. And then we'll put the last one over here. There we go. There is our first card for this week's card class kit to go. So I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.